So, at the beginning of Sunday last week, you wrote your personal definition of cognitive rigor. And we have talked a whole lot about rigor, and I told y'all we would come back to that. Remember? We shared out some of it. We talked about Hess's matrix. And I let y'all work in your groups and sort some questions. So I want you to revisit your definition of rigor, because I want you to revise it if you are choosing to revise it, okay? So you're going back to your definition of rigor after all the practice that you had, and you're going to revise it, and I'll give you about 30 seconds. I think it was Friday, maybe, that we did this. So if you're dating your things, it was Friday.
Alexa.
With the age. You are allowed to talk to your partners. You have about 15 seconds. Okay. Brenda, looking at the definition of rigor you had before and the definition of rigor you have now, has it changed?
No, because I didn't have a definition before. I only had an example, and I still just have an example.
What is your example?
My example of rigor was not actually the material, it was the method on which you learn the material. So it's the challenge of getting a student to think outside of the box or perceive a problem the way they had before.
Okay.
So it's how you think. You can't master how. I can master multiplication, but I can't master how I'm thinking or perceiving that problem.
Okay.
That's an ongoing.
It evolves.
Yes.
It evolves. Okay. Let's see. Craig, did your definition change?
Yes. It might mean the same thing, but I wrote it differently now.
Okay, tell me what you have.
But using different depths of knowledge and higher order thinking to solve problems.
Okay, so different depths of knowledge and higher levels of thinking, which is depths of knowledge, to solve problems.
I was just thinking about Bloom's and then depths
In the
of
matrix,
knowledge.
yeah, both levels in the matrix. Mary Lou, how about you?
I think I took away one of my definition of it because I had or when I first wrote it, I had two different ones, and the first one had said level of difficulty, and so I didn't want to use the word difficulty since it's rigor and not difficulty.
Okay.
So that's the only difference.
Okay, so she eliminated the word difficulty from her definition because we're talking about rigor. Now tell me the difference in difficulty and rigor. Let's see. Okay, Brandon.
I recall that you said something that is difficult can be learned through a process, and then over time, it's no longer difficult.
Okay. And rigor?
I'll get back to you.
He's absolutely correct. Things may be difficult at first, like learning to cook, but once you learn how to cook, it is no longer difficult, and it's certainly not rigorous. Okay? Learning your addition fact families may be difficult at first, but once they learn those, it is no longer difficult. And so that is not a rigorous task. What is rigorous requires you to problem solve, to have cognitive changes in your brain that helps you to understand a problem. That is rigor. And Ashley and I had a really good conversation. Oh, that reminds me, this Ashley's gone. A really good conversation about the lower grade levels, always saying that my babies can't do that. Well, they can. They can solve rigorous problems at their level. Now, they're not going to solve rigorous 8th grade problems in the 1st grade, but they can provide them with rigorous problems in the 1st grade so that the kids have to problem-solve and think and get that deep cognition going, rather than just working on facts all the time, okay? So this is what rigor is. The level of mental processing that must occur to answer a question, perform a task, or generate a product. So it's all what Brenda said. It's all what's going on in here to solve that problem. Not memorizing, not learning an algorithm, not learning a skill such as adjusting a microscope, none of that, okay? So all grade levels can have rigorous problems and should have rigorous problems. And that's it, because we're going to do the rest of that tomorrow. Okay? Questions? All right, great, thank you. Y'all been great.